to make sure that in this election we add another Democratic president to that very small list of the last 40 years, and that we take back our country and once again move with progress and commitment to the future. Thank you all, and God bless you, and God
bless you. Welcome
back
to episode number
38.
I thought you said 37.
No, I said 38. This is 38.
Perhaps.
We'll find out.
But anyway.
Hey, Mr. President.
Am I?
He could be.
I could be. I'll play him maybe one day.
Yes, he can.
But anyway, it's been a historical week, actually.
Mm-hmm.
For America, not just for our black kind.
Right.
But, well, what happened this week?
Well, Barack got what he needed to secure the Democratic nomination for president.
And Hillary
didn't get what she needed to secure the Democratic nomination for president.
It was so silly though. I think how it got dragged out so long.
Yeah, it was stupid. They should have wrapped it up a while ago. But I can also understand why she wanted to press her way and continue on.
She wanted to raise money.
Right. Well, she ended up losing money.
Right, I know.
Which is crazy.
And you know what? It's still, like how much? I don't even know how much. I don't even want to quote numbers.
Like 11 million.
That she lost?
Like, this hangs in the balance right now.
I mean, but I'm sure she spent even more than that.
Oh, yeah, but like, that's just...
But just to think about how much money it takes to just do your campaign, which is ridiculous.
Which is probably, you know, why you can't just jump out of it just because you're losing. You know, so that's the...
I would never jump in it.
That's the other staying factor. You've invested, like, all of these people's money, all these people's time, and they want to see... Obviously, they're backing you because they want to see you win.
And you don't.
Right, which is that someone. So you told with something you said before off camera. You were like, you know, someone always has to lose for someone to win. And I remember I challenged you on that. And I was like, is that really true? Like, and in politics, and I guess it is. Maybe not all aspects of life. Sorry for the tangent, but I see where that comes into play, and it's discouraging.
Well, what do you think should happen now? Okay, we got Barack, and you got Hillary, who's out. Who do you think he should pick for his?
I don't know.
I know. I don't
know. I can't make any definitive marks on that. One, if Senator Clinton had, you know, stopped her madness before, and also him, they were, you know, they were a little daggerish at each other. But if they had stopped earlier, and what she did on Saturday, if that was the way that her campaign was run, then I would say he'd be a fool not to grab her up as his vice president. Unfortunately, her campaign got so muddy at the end that now even the nation's going to look at them, oh, like, they're coming together after they just had this big slugfest.
Right. They still got bruises and everything. Right. Ike and Tina, now they're unified.
Right, so now they're just going to, you know, turn the page and now be buddy-buddy.
I mean, it's definitely, to me, it's definitely fuel for the Republicans, like, especially everything that they've done to Muslims and everything like that. I mean, I do think that they probably would be a great pair as far as if you think about the dynamics of it. You know, you have a white woman and a black male, and, you know, just what it would do for history and for
They're both so smart. Like, you can't knock that. They are two smart people.
I just wish that the whole process was different, like, where it didn't have to be so stupid. Like, the whole campaigning process, you realize, it's like a lot of stuff isn't really focused on the actual issues itself. It's all about, she slipped up and said this, he slipped up and said that, they did this, they did that, spending money for nothing. It's just such a strategic game.
It's more looking at what they do wrong than what they do right. And I hate that. Sometimes I feel like that on jobs also. It's like, you know, not, you know, all the right that you do. Every 4 days out the week, you could post if you're an accountant, post every journal entry correctly, and then you had that one F up. And it's just like,
you fucker.
Yes. Your review will reflect that one mistake.
Right. And I mean, to me, I just never, like, you know how some kids grow up and they say, oh, I want to be the president. It just never looked like an ideal situation for me.
For me either. You got that.
And for both of them, like, that's scary to me. Like, because you think about, well, if she would have got it or if he would have got it, whatever. I'm sure somebody's probably plotting against him.
Right.
That's a horrible thing to say.
I still do want to be.
Might be Hillary plotting now against him.
I still want to be a senator.
You'll never get it. Because of this show. Don't cry, but
Yeah, go ahead.
because of this show, I'm sure you won't.
I don't think that this show disqualifies me from being a senator. They'll just, I mean, I won't have much to hide by the time I get there. Which would be,
Well, that's true.
okay.
I mean, I wish that stuff like that wouldn't. You know, like, I think about, in this day and age, you have people now with MySpace and different things like that. I can't even imagine a president in like 30 years.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm sure you'll find anything. You got footage of them smoking weed or, footage of them naked or something dumb.
Unless they're one of those people that's held in a bubble until they get like a certain age, a presidential age. But then by that time, I don't want them to be my president.
Right.
Like I said before, I want somebody who's lived. Like, okay, you smoke weed, so like it's not the best thing to do. So, whatever. Go out and do something crazy, then come back and tell us about it.
I'm thinking now. I think he maybe should pick her to be his running mate.
It
I think he should.
It wouldn't be a bad idea for this.
But they really have to focus.
Yes.
And she has to play her position.
And they're gonna need some. They're gonna need a bunch of confidentiality agreements and stuff. I can see it going down now. Like
I can see her hiring an assassin.
Yes, or private detective or somebody. Like they're gonna have their challenges.
Oh, definitely. Between him using drugs and then her and Monica Lewinsky and the Watergate and Whitewater, all that other stuff she was into.
Well, everyone keeps saying Ron Brown. Watch out, Obama. Ron Brown. You don't want that repeat. But who knows? I mean, I have no idea at this time what the nation's gonna do, and like even as far as her campaign, she didn't concede yet. She suspended her campaign, which is very
I thought
also.
she did concede.
She suspended her campaign, which is also very calculating because she's still in debt. And if she had, not suspended and just flat out quit, that would actually be money that whether she had got to pay it back to herself or whoever.
Was it like college loans where you pretend like
stuff like that, or even against like if you think about in terms of borrowing against your 401k, you have to pay yourself back plus the interest, which is kind of what's going on now. But in the suspense of this campaign, she still, can raise money and have people pay it back for her. What she'll probably do is say, Barack, I'm going to push all of this support in your corner. I'm going to just give you the whole kitchen sink. Give me my $11 million.
Right.
Like, I can see that being the big trade-off.
Right.
And it's not such a bad idea. Like, get it paid off. Do it the best way you can without having to dig into your own pocket.
All I know is, I hope Barack gets it now because we know who the Democrat is, and I know I can't do it McCain. I can't do it McCain. I can't do it McCain. I can't do it McCain.
It's a challenge. If he was different on his war views, I could probably stomach him a little better than anything. But I mean, I can't take war. War is not the answer. It's not. It's so not the answer. It makes me sick. We've lost so much money. America, period, and that it's affected and infected the whole world.
Whoever gets this
notion of
has a lot of shit to dig us out of.
I wouldn't even want it at this point in time.
I'll throw my hands up and say, you know what, this isn't for me.
Wait,
what if Barack said that? You know what, I don't think I want this.
The nation would be devastated.
I
think he's going
Hillary would pee her pants.
She would. But you know what? Even if it flipped back to her, then she probably would be extra pissed in because I didn't really win it.
Right.
I can see that.
But she would do it.
Yeah, I can see that ego. They definitely would Ron Brown on this.
Oh yeah. But anyway, let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Barack. Well, we got to decide what's gonna happen in November now because either he is or he ain't.
My baby.